Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new improved segment of Broncos Country News. Now, I do want to get this out of the way. Some people may be wondering, where did I go? I missed an entire season of football. I will explain to you in fan terms. Let's say my depression got so bad because the Broncos were so bad, I fell into a catatonic state where I was muttering, Joe Flacco sucks, every time I went to bed at night. And just the thought of Flacco trying to throw a pass more than 8 yards made me cry. It was horrible. Thankfully, that is now in the past because we have Drew Lock, the future of the franchise. But that out of the way, this is going to be a new and improved format. We're going to be a bit more professional. I say that term very loosely. I can't promise everything because I get very excited. Anyways, that's not what you want to hear about. Let's talk about free agency grading and draft previews. I know it's a little late to grade free agency, but whatever. This is Broncos Country News. So, to start off, let's start with grading some of what I feel are the big hits that the Broncos made this past free agency offseason. First was getting cornerback A.J. Bouye from the Jags, multiple Pro Bowl cornerback A.J. Bouye, and, in my opinion, absolute steal. The man was a steal. I cannot deny that because, we got him for essentially nothing. Granted, the Jags are basically tanking and are giving away everyone for key pieces. Calais Campbell's gone. I remember they gave away Malik Jackson last year. They gave away Jalen Smith, and now Fournette's on the trading block. Pretty much the Jags are tanking, and we are reaping the benefits. Getting A.J. Bouye is going to be a huge help to our secondary. Also, I do want to say getting Jarrell Casey. Getting him on the defensive line is going to be a huge help. We were good at stopping the run last year, though we could be better. Jarrell Casey will be a huge boost. The big signing, of course, was Melvin Gordon, adding him to the backfield. I didn't necessarily felt that we needed Melvin Gordon because I like the run game with Lindsey and Freeman already. What's this going to do with Royce Freeman? I have no idea. I have no idea what they're going to do there. But I do like the add of Melvin Gordon. It does add an extra dynamic to the offense. One thing that's been up in the air for a little while, people were speculating that we might sign Prince Amukamara. I would actually really like that. That would be a nice add. But if we don't get it, no big deal. Another big thing that happened this offseason was franchise tagging Justin Simmons. I'm actually happy with that move because I don't want us to get into a part where we overpay and then all of a sudden the guy falls flat on his face. That's happened before. So I am actually here to commend John Elway. Thank you for not overpaying. Good on you, John Elway. So in terms of our signings, or at least the big free agency signings, the big moves we made to upgrade ourselves, I'm going to give that an A-. Good job. They upgraded the secondary. I also forgot Graham Glasgow. That is a nice offensive line add. Granted, he is a guard, and I do recommend still getting a tackle because if I have to hear another
holding offense, number 72.
I'm going to rip someone's head off. If you're a Broncos fan, you cannot tell me that you can legitimately trust Garrett Bowles with protecting Drew Lock. Do you? Do you really? If you do, I recommend seeking help because that's just wrong. It's just wrong. But we also had a few big losses in the free agency market. Unfortunately, that is the way of the game. Our biggest loss, of course, being Chris Harris Jr. Unfortunately, the Chargers offered him big boy money. The Chargers willing to offer him a huge haul. I don't blame him for taking it. I do not blame him for wanting to play somewhere else because he had contract disputes with the Broncos for a while. So you know what? I respect Chris Harris Jr. helped getting us the Super Bowl, helped build that no-fly zone in the 2015 defense. All respect to Chris Harris Jr. Good luck in LA, buddy. Still, gonna beat him twice a year. We're gonna beat the Chargers twice a year. Another loss was losing Derek Wolfe on the defensive line. And I'm actually okay with that loss because, in my opinion, Derek Wolfe has not been healthy in a long time. And I can remember the last time Derek Wolfe was healthy. And it is, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of annoying because it seems like every year there's something with him. Solid run defender, but there's something every year with him. So losing him is going to hurt a little bit, though I don't think it'll be a huge loss. Another huge loss from the offensive side of the ball. We lost Connor McGovern, our center, to the Jets. That'll hurt a little bit, though I think we'll replace him fine. Connor McGovern was never stellar or anything, but he was fine. We didn't lose Andy Janovich. We traded him, and that is in part due to the hiring of Pat Shurmur as offensive coordinator. And I feel I got to address that too, briefly. Firing Rich Scangarello, I am actually very much okay with that because play calling was too friggin' conservative. Can't tell you how many times we would be in a good groove, be in a good rhythm, then it's run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. And we're like, no, we're in a groove here. Let them throw the ball. Let our guys make plays. Pat Shurmur, thankfully, does know how to spread the ball. And his offense doesn't require much of fullbacks, which is why Jano, gone. Shame. He was a good force. I liked Jano, but, I'm not going to cry over it. I also have heard that Demaryius Thomas has reached out to John Elway to think about coming back to play another year of NFL football, and would I be against it? Absolutely not, because I actually really like Demaryius Thomas. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I know he dropped a lot of catches near the end. I still like Demaryius Thomas. Would I want to bring him back? Absolutely. That would be nice. So you know what? If it's okay, and it would actually bring some veteran leadership into the locker room, maybe help out Drew Lock and especially help out Courtland Sutton, who's our new number one threat. Help out Courtland Sutton, show him the guys are going to look up to because he's been a captain of the offense before. He was in Denver a long time. Bring him back, kind of like how Shannon Sharp came back from Baltimore after he left the Broncos. He came back from Baltimore to bring the veteran experience to the locker room. Let Demaryius do that. I'll be more than okay with that. So where our loss is a big deal, not in a few cases, yes. In some cases, no. I do think that Chris Harris will hurt a little bit, though I do think he got burned a little too much on the deep threat last year. So, my overall grading on the Broncos, we had a really good offseason. I would give it a B. I'd give the Broncos a B. Some good signings, a few losses, but no big splashes or anything, but that's what I like about the Broncos. We have never been name chasers. We never wants to be like, oh, look, let's go get the big name free agency. I mean, look at the Browns last year. The Browns are champions of the offseason, go 6-10 as a result. I don't want to do that. Get all this big name talent, and because then you go boom or bust. And then the expectations are through the roof, and Denver does not need that right now, especially with a kid and Drew Lock who's going to be going into his second year in the league. It'll be his first full year as a starter. We don't need that because we finally have our answer at quarterback. At least I'm praying we do. And I do not need those expectations on Drew Lock yet. So, the draft is going to be in a few days. It'll be a virtual draft because of everything that's going on. It's going to be really weird. I'm still looking forward to it. Lots of crazy rumors are going around. Who's going where? Who's picking who? I personally would not mind the Broncos picking a receiver. I mean, if we could get Henry Ruggs or Jerry Jeudy, absolutely yes. Get some speed on this offense. Get another weapon for Drew Lock. Add another dynamic. Great. I love it. I would really like a lineman out of this draft, particularly a tackle, because, again,
Holding offense for 72.
I need another tackle. I can't handle that anymore. This is a lineman-heavy class. There's some good options, though it does seem like the preferred options, like Mekhi Becton or Tristan Wirfs, I hope I said his name right, are going at the top. They're going to guys like Arizona and New York who also desperately need a lineman. So if we get a tackle in the second or the third round, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind a few defensive back help, like maybe pick up some cornerbacks because there are some corners in this draft. This is a really receiver-heavy class, so even if we don't get Ruggs or Jeudy, of course Jefferson is an option, Laviska Shenault, former CU Buff, who I am a CU Buff fan, so I wouldn't be against picking up. Laviska Shenault, if he's still there. I doubt he will be, but there's rumors the Broncos are rumored to move to trade up into the top 10, which I would not mind. The draft is going to be interesting. Let me know in the comments below, who do you think we should draft, and what do you think is going to happen? Guys, there are a lot of moves to make. This is going to be a real interesting offseason. Everything's going on right now. It's super weird, but I have no doubt we'll have football once August arrives. I'm really looking forward to this, and I really hope that we finally, guys, I'm excited for the first time in a long time because we have our quarterback. We have everything we need. This is going to be a great offseason. I can't wait to see what the Broncos do. This is the first segment of the new and reformed Broncos Country News. This is going to be a bit more of a professional layout. I am going to be changing the layout just a little bit, to make things a little bit nicer. Anyway, guys, that is it from me. Please let me know in the comments below what you thought of free agency and what you think the draft is going to do. Anyways, that is it from me. Peace out.